Sorry, I don't know how you guys feel about Keemstar. I don't really care about how the internet feels about people. I just kind of have my own opinions. I love Keemstar. He and I were cool for a little bit. Not that he ever thinks about me, but he was on our show, I think once. I don't think he was on twice. And I've had a little DM talk with him. During the height of the Ricada thing, he wanted me to go on LOLCOW Live. And I didn't want to go on LOLCOW Live. I just wanted to go on with Keem. I didn't want to go on with these other retards. I wanted to go on with Keem and talk to him about everything. And he wanted me to do this LOLCOW Live podcast. It was also around the time I realized that maybe the Keno Casino thing was a bit rich. I maybe went a little over the top. That was me definitely during the anger stage, just wanting these people to fucking burn. And, I went on there and really kind of, I dug the knife in. I gave him the old Keanu C. Thompson. But I didn't give Keem an interview, and he got pissed about that. Keem sent me a message back. He's like, hey, I respectfully asked you to be on our podcast. I gave you a chance to, come before our audience and all that. And you didn't even, I don't even think I got back to him. I feel bad. It's terrible. But I was talking to a lot of people then. And I do respect Keem. I do like Keem. But he was not happy with the fact that I wouldn't do that podcast. And it was nothing malicious. It wasn't like I don't want to do that podcast. I just wanted to talk to Keemstar. I didn't. Could you imagine how Boogie and Wings of Redemption would have handled the Ricada thing, like sitting there asking questions? Like doing an interview with those two would have been like a virgin fumbling with a woman's bra strap. I've lived with people who self-harm, and it's obnoxious because it's so like that self-harm shit, like that cutting and stuff like that. It's such an emotionally manipulative tool of other people. It's not to punish. You're doing just enough that it causes a little pain and will make other people concerned, but they're also going to pay attention to you. It's gross. People who harm themselves. And then they take advantage of your kindness. Like, don't do that. It's okay. And blah, blah. I mean, I'm not going to tell the stories that I have, but there's a couple that looking back on them now make me irate. Irate that I wasted it basically an entire day because somebody needed some attention. Because it ties into another story I've told before.